Joe, you talk about in the last game the little things, the forcing the turnovers and all those things that lead to putting up the big points. What did you see in that regard today, and how did that help you guys?
Yeah, we won 3 out of the four factors with our turnover percentage, effective field goal percentage, and maybe we only won 2, but I thought we made a conscious effort at all of them. And so they only had 8 offensive rebounds. We kept them out of transition. And, you know, they're a team that gets to the free throw line, and we work just as hard to get to the free throw line. So, you know, I think that has to become the identity of our team, is really working to win those factors consistently, whether we shoot the ball good or not. And, you know, I think our last 2 games we've kind of done that.
And teams don't usually limit Giannis to the degree that you guys have. I mean, it's hard to limit him. You know, it's, you know.
Yeah, limit's crazy. He had 27.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But for him.
Yeah.
Limiting him at the rim.
I mean, we're fortunate to have great matchups for him. And so, you know, between Al, Grant, Blake, Malcolm, Smart, you know, our whole team really, we're fortunate to have the ability to throw some different guys at him. And I thought we were just disciplined in our execution as far as, you know, 8 for 12 from the free throw line is solid. And, you know, I thought transition was solid. But, you know, he's a great player, and you know, you got to be disciplined the whole game against him.
And is that why Blake got the early second quarter minutes? It was just a matchup against Giannis?
Yeah, I thought Blake's physicality, I thought his ability to bring that presence against him, and another big body for him to go against. You know, Blake's been good against him over the years, and so, you know, I really liked what Blake gave us in that second unit.
You guys had a lot of transition baskets off of misses by them, especially like off of missed free throws. I know obviously JT going 8 was kind of big, but how important was it to just have those like kind of like fundamentals down, all the different components of the game?
Yeah, like I said, I thought we were disciplined in our game plan execution, and so we sprint to our spacing. I thought we got a lot of good attacks in the first 6 to 8 seconds of the shot clock, and you know, I thought we were able to get layups early, which allowed them to kind of spread their defense out, and then allowed us to execute in the half court. And so that's kind of when we're at our best, is when we're in that first 6 to 8 second window of creating an advantage, whether it's in spacing or whether it's with a quick action.
A few on Marcus, you know, to that point in transition, how does he kind of get you guys going in the full court game? Yeah,
I mean, you know, he only took 4 shots. And I thought he was one of the more impactful players on the floor because of his poise and his ability to see the floor. He gets our guys open. He gets us organized in where the matchup is and what action we're going to use to, you know, create the advantage. And so I think, you know, his play has gone unnoticed because of how poised he's playing, and he's doing a great job.
And then him in the half court with Tatum, it feels like they've kind of mastered that 2-man game that they have with each other. How have you kind of seen them grow together in that over the years?
Yeah, coverage solution. What's the coverage? What's the solution to it? And then they're 2 great players, so they figure it out together.
Joe, you don't look ahead, but is this a game you've kind of been targeting in terms of to see how where your team was, and especially after the up and down over the last couple of weeks? Is this a game you were kind of like, you want to see how you guys react?
I can honestly say no. Like, I thought it was more important to see how we reacted when things didn't go our way. And so I thought we handled success early well in the season. And I thought we've handled the, you know, rut that we were in during that season. And I think it's just more about that. And so, you know, who are we when things are going our way? Who are we when they're not? How do we stay poised? How do we stay level-headed? And then how do we focus on the things that make us a great team and, you know, get back to those as fast as we can?
And were you pleased with the way you were able to sustain the momentum? You usually have come out pretty quickly in games, even the ones you lost, but today you were able to sustain that and keep that going.
Yeah, we were able to sustain that, and we were able to sustain our detail and focus. And so, you know, I think that really helped us in the sense of we didn't have many lapses in our execution on both ends of the floor. We really fought to get a great shot every time down, which I think helps our transition defense, especially against a team like that. And then we kept them in the half court and, for the most part, defended without fouling. And so, yes. Yeah.
Joe, obviously, you know, out on the outside, there's a lot of talk when you guys lost 5 of 6. But what did you see internally from the guys during that stretch, and what did you feel like their ability to kind of bounce out of it?
I mean, I just saw them. They weren't happy that we were going through it, which is a good thing. And then they were poised, and, you know, they had a presence about them that was like, this is how it is. And, you know, I think in order to be a great team, in order to be great in anything, you have to accept the good with the bad. And so that, we might lose 5 out of 6 again at some point. I don't know. I have no idea. But we've handled success well. We've handled that 5 out of 6 stretch well, and then we just have to continue to handle what comes our way, with details, with execution, and just working through stuff. And I said the other day that I trust our guys completely, and I do, because they've been there before. And, internally we know what's going well and what's not and how to fix it.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.